Well, here I am again, Oma far away. I'm not only an Oma far away, I'm a friend far away too. In New Zealand, I have friends. In England, I have friends. In Canada, I have friends. I also have family all over the world. And so every now and then I like to share some of my Dutch roots with those people that are dear to me. And my husband and I do that regularly with other friends that are also dear to me. John and Alie. Now, John had heart failure 14 years ago, and he therefore has a number of disabilities, but he still enjoys his life, and we try and do lots of fun things together when time permits. So my husband selects a hotel somewhere in a small place, somewhere far away or close at hand, but then we take a touristy route through our country. We stop here and there, take a few photos, have a look, have a coffee, have a natter, and we get to our destination. Then we sleep there, we eat there, we breakfast there, and then we leave and we make another touristy route and we go back home. So these are our little fun trips. And we do that about 4 or 5 times a year. Anyway, today I'm going to finalise the video on Dordrecht to Approx. And Approx is almost in the dead centre of the Netherlands. So I hope you enjoyed our little trip there. I know we certainly did. So here it goes.
Hi, Oma far away here, and it's about 5:30ish. Actually, it's port o'clock. That's what my neighbour calls it occasionally, and she rings up and she says, "Port o'clock, Anita, let's have a port." But anyway, and I'm going downstairs in the hotel we're at. We're on the 2nd floor. I'm going downstairs in a minute to have a port. But we're in a beautiful area, right in amongst the trees, and absolutely lovely, very quiet. And we'll be spending just the one day here, or afternoon, evening, and breakfast. And after breakfast, we'll do what we did today, is play tourist in our own country. We've called in to see a couple of nice little places on our way here, which I'll show some of those photos. We've had some coffee, we had a lunch, we had a bit of a walk. It is quite chilly. The wind has turned quite cold unexpectedly. We had a few lovely spring days, but it's chillier now. That's all right though. Most of the time we're in the car just looking and ooh and ahhing over all the lovely things we see. I'm not driving at the moment because of my hand, which is still playing up. So my husband's driving, and I actually thought it'd be easier because if he's driving I can take photos, but he doesn't stop at the spots that I notice. So I've got less photos than I would have liked, but that's okay. Lovely hotel room. We're got a really big double bed and bathroom with bath and a separate shower, which is really cool. And lovely TV for those who need it. Looks lovely. The room is clean. It's immaculate. So we're going to enjoy our stay here. Well, here we go. It's port o'clock. So I've been served. It's here at the table. You hand it to me. Thank you. Here we go. Cheers. Port o'clock. I love it. We've just had absolutely lovely day yesterday. A very comfortable stay, this hotel. Worth remembering the address. The meal was exquisite. Just a so-called ordinary hotel. It was really lovely. So now we're going to hop in the car, take all our belongings and make a touristy trip home. Don't you just love that bike? Isn't it gorgeous? There will be tourists again today. Goodbye Approx, and soon we'll be saying welcome home. Beautiful piece of heather, the heide, absolutely gorgeous. I'd love to see this in August when it's all purple. How beautiful is this? Just had to stop and show you. I know it's not the touristy thing you'd normally do, but We're just stopping off here because we've got to pick up some stuff, and because we're in the neighbourhood anyway. But it's a beautiful indoor, outdoor, yeah, sort of like a garden centre, but then bigger. So it's a really luxurious place to go. So we've, and it's quite a drive from home. So we thought, well, seeing we were actually in the area, we'll stop off here now. So I'll put on a couple of shots. Really quite nice. For the homeowner who still hasn't got everything, and who wants everything and nothing but the best. And let's face it, if you can afford it, why not? It's really quite huge. Like, they don't have little things, they only have big stuff. All the facilities and things you need for comfortable outdoor living. Just the finishing touches now. I've added a few photos at the end of our last part of the journey after we left the outdoor centre, or the garden centre, outdoor centre. We carried on to a place called Dordrecht, had a look at this monument that was there, a radio communication centre that was used in the early 1900s, or built in the early 1900s, and 1916 I think it was, and they started using it to communicate with the overseas connections and places. Anyway, we stopped off also at a wee hotel called Alie, which has some reminiscence for my husband in his childhood years. And it was really lovely to be there. We came across someone that we knew and had quite a nice lunch, a lovely little chat, and time for us to don our coats once again, hop back in the car and do the final wee spurt home. We stopped for dinner in Nieuwegein, which is a suburb of Utrecht. They don't like being called a suburb, but they are. It's just so next to it. So we had an Italian dinner there, which was really lovely. And then that was the last wee journey. Half an hour later, we were home. So we had a lovely couple of days. I hope you've enjoyed seeing all the little bits and pieces.
And I've saved the best to last, those wildflowers. That was a real treat. Unexpectedly, between the trees, as we drove by gently, they stopped and we had a really good look. They weren't shy at all. They didn't like the idea of a bear, you could tell, but they weren't aggressive or anything. But anyway, they saw those, which is a treat. And then that's it. We've closed off another lovely 2-day trip. One of our special overnighters. Lovely memories, great friends, good weather, lovely food. So now it's waiting for the next time. And there will be. We keep planning them and planning them. Anyway, that's all my far away signing off for now. I hope I've brought myself a little closer to you. And as I always say, do what you do well. Do it today. Enjoy. Live, love, laugh. Lots. And, I'm learning this thing. I'm really a greenie out of all, but slowly but surely, I'm getting a better hang of it. Well, I hope you bear with me with all my little faux pas. Okay, till next time.